Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Voice of British Orthodoxy. Today is the 30th of August, as according to the old calendar. I am, of course, Rita Lazar. Welcome to Voices of British Orthodoxy. I guess before we do get into the saints that were technically from yesterday, I should probably acknowledge that, yes, this is a day late, and that yesterday I just completely forgot. Anyway, but that doesn't matter. If you're not watching this in the year 2025, then it really doesn't matter. Anyway, we have two saints in the book, and then a bonus saint in the group chat, as well as translation of relics, which is also just not mentioned in the book. Anyway, so our first entry for today is Saint Loan, and he is from the 5th century. Saint Loan, a native of the west of Ireland, was converted by Saint Patrick, 17th of March, when the great apostle missioned that area. The martyrology of Talot records that Saint Loan was noted for his holiness of life and for unspecified supernatural gifts he received from God. Though not generally known to have been a priest, a martyrology of Donegal lists him as a priest of Acadamo. I've probably butchered that pronunciation, do forgive me. His group chat entry just simply says, Saint Loan, a disciple of Saint Patrick of Ireland, bracket 5th century. Our next saint is Saint Rumen, and he is from the 6th century. Saint Rumen is said to have been a bishop and patron saint of Tavistock in England, and Romansley Devon is named for him. However, there is no historical record of his life extant, and it is possible that he is the same saint as the Saint Roman whose feast is observed on the 1st of June. In the absence of any definitive documentation, this theory is purely conjectural. I don't know what that means. Anyway, his group chat entry just simply says, it's a little bit longer than the previous one, and says, the previous group chat entry anyway. Saint Rumen, a bishop and patron saint of Tavistock in England, 6th century. He was a native of Ireland and a bishop, it is said, who came to Cornwall to end his days in holy solitude. Group chat only entry is for Saint Fiacrius, also known as Fiacra, and Fevre. Irish hermit and hospice founder at Brauli in Bray, c. 670. He was a priest, abbot, hermit, and gardener of the 7th century, who was famous for his sanctity and skill in curing infirmities. He migrated from his native Ireland to France, where he constructed for himself a hermitage together with a vegetable and herb garden, oratory, and hospice for travellers. As mentioned before, we do have the translation of the relics of Saint Guflac, the Harrier monk of Crowland, also today. May those saints intercede for us before the righteous judge. I do apologise that today will be a double episode upload. I do not like doing these, but hey, sometimes mistakes happen. And so the only thing you can do is adapt. I've been Rita Lazar. Don't forget to leave any comments down below. I guess in about 2 to 3 hours, I will record your, what's it called? I will record today's actual episode, anyway, or what will be tomorrow's episode, if you're watching this in the future, for the 31st. Anyway, God bless you all, and amen.